So today, hopefully you guys could hear me. Today, I want to know about Nolan's parents, right? The stepfather. This is a song I was hearing. Go to 1,000 times again. For you. For you. For you. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And for that we have each other. Yeah. We will rise. We will rise. We will rise. We'll rise up. Rise like the day you rise up. In spite of day, I will rise 1,000 times again. And we'll rise up. Like the waves will rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again. You, for you. That's the song I was hearing for Nolan today. So it felt like ancestors. I also heard this song. I'm gonna tell you right now. I also heard this song. I haven't heard this song in so long. I'm like, wow, the ancestors are like speaking. So it could be something where the ancestors are like coming. To the sun. Weight on my shoulder. A bullet in my gun. A bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes at the back of my head. Just in case I had to run. I do what I can, when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night. That's why I'm gonna stand up. Take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the distance. Calling me to answer. Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. I love when she said that part. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, I'm gonna start moving towards that separating line. Oh, I'm with my body water. You know I got made up mind. I made up my mind. And I don't mind if I lose every blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. That's why I'm gonna stand up. Take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home. Far across the distance. I can say distance. Calling me to him. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. And I know what's calling me to feel it in the home. I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. Oh, that almost made me want to cry. Ooh, wee. When she said, I go to prepare a place for you. I go to prepare a place for you. Okay. I have to turn it down because, YouTube be tripping. They be tripping. They be tripping. They be tripping. They be tripping. I go to prepare a place for you. She said, bullet in my gun. Screw, she said strength. Strength card. Okay. All right, so today we're going to be diving into, hey, Odie Boo. Hey, everybody. We're going to be diving into the parents of Nolan Xavier Wells. I had to be silent for a second, you know what I mean? Like, let the song play and, let it do its thing. I want to know, right? Who's this? I want to know if there's something the mother knows and she's not saying, or the stepfather knows, because I believe this is not his real father, because they both have different last names. I just noticed that today. Like, I think the parent name is Christine Wonsley. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. And Elmore Wonsley. Another thing I was looking at, I saw when I was trying to take the picture, is Emmett Till's real parents. I feel like the mom looked just like Emmett Till's mom, because Emmett Till was coming up a lot. But I feel like the father don't really look like the father of Emmett Till. Maybe he looks like somebody else. I don't know. But it's giving me reincarnation, though. The reason why we keep reincarnating, when you see people reincarnate, like 4 times a lifetime, right? In this lifetime, right? In this lifetime period, right? Is because they're making the same mistake over and over again. So it's important, right, to know who you are and what you're supposed to be doing in this lifetime, so that you don't keep repeating, so you can go to the next phase of your assignment. And you want to complete. You want to complete while you're here. You want to know who you are, what you're supposed to be doing, so that you can do it and transition into something else. You understand what I'm saying? Complete the phase and go into something else, so you don't find yourself keep repeating. Some people are aware that they've been here different lifetimes to complete the same assignment. So if you're aware that you've been here for the same thing but different lifetimes to complete the same assignment, you got to ask yourself, you got to ask God, you got to ask the universe, what do I need to know to be able to complete my assignment in order for me to go to the next phase of my life? That's very important, okay? So you don't find yourself, I think they killed me in my last lifetime. My parents or somebody killed me. They set me up. Oh. I think I was murdered, child, allegedly. I think I was by the same people that but this time I cut them off though. You see how different that is? I was murdered, but this time I separated myself from the people that I was murdered by. You see? You see how that can. So there is something Nolan Wells' mom needs to be aware of. And Emmett Till situation, it made national news, right? So is this. This one is actually making global, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't watch the news. I don't know how further in the news this is gone. If CNN pick it up, it's global because CNN attracts global. All right. So there's something she needs to learn. It's something Nolan Wells as well needs to learn in order for him and Till, they will come in different names, to be able to complete so that they can move to the next phase of their life. So you have to know who you're supposed to be. And you know what's so crazy? God used me to do this in the beginning stage of me reading. God used me to start doing readings, right? And then through readings, I found out the truth. And that's something. It's crazy. It's crazy how God gonna use you to put you in alignment with your path so that you can. That's why some people are readers, man. If you notice, a lot of readers, they've been through the most stuff with family, friends, etc., etc. Some of them are black sheep and outcasted and unwanted and disowned by their families. Yeah, most of them are loners, if you notice. And a lot of us are used to advocate for others that need some type of guidance. And a lot of us had to go through these things to be able to heal from them so that we can help others. You know what I mean? So we don't have like hatred or resentment or, you know what I mean? We could actually help others with clear mind, clear heart. All right. Enough of that being said. That's crazy. I don't know. Maybe God wanted me to say that. But yeah, I know it's a shocker. I think my father actually planned to kill me in my past life. But I was other things in my past life. I was a high priestess in my past life. I was a warrior in my past life. I think I lived in the forest somewhere. I was a lot of things before I became this person. So that's why I am in the place I am at, doing readings. It makes a lot of sense, don't it? I think I was like I'm not going to say that. Nope. I've said enough. People be trying to look into that. All right. Let's focus on Nolan Wells' parents. If they know some things here that they're not saying, because something about them just don't sit right with my soul. I haven't watched the funeral. I've seen a short with kids, look like kids are dancing or something like that with suits on or whatever. And the crazy thing that I noticed is that they look like Nolan. His friends, his African American friends, they look like Nolan. Um, and I haven't been able to watch the funeral. I just can't. I don't know. It's just not. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe something is fake. Um, but my thing is, I want to ask a question, right? Because I like to ask questions, guys. Sometimes I want to know: isn't this supposed to be still an investigation in order to convict the people who committed the crime? Correct. To what I know, once you do funeral, it's kind of like closing the case. You get what I'm saying? Like how you're supposed to do toxicology or more autopsy or private autopsy. I think that's what somebody said Kaepernick paid for or something like that, to do a private autopsy. If you're still investigating to convict these people, why is their funeral being done? And another thing that I got is that the brain and the neck is not the only thing that was taken out. There were more organs taken out that they're not saying, or the public, has yet to know. That's another thing that I was getting. Again, I did say in my previous reading, it reminded me of Kendrick Johnson when they removed the organs. Why do they do that? Because they don't want you to see the traumas that was caused upon the victim prior to their death. Another thing that I got is that there's an officer involved. There's an officer involved. There's a Coast Guard. I also got a doctor. I don't know who this doctor is. Um, of course, I got a lawyer. I feel like the lawyer could be family friend lawyer or like a family friend, but they connected. They all connected in the same thing. They all belong to the same ring. If you know, you know. I'm just curious as to why. If you're still doing investigation and you're still getting money to do investigation on his body, and another thing that I got that there's going to be someone that's going to leak certain informations that's going to be really, really important to this case. What's that guy's name? Ben, what y'all call him? Ben Crump? What is he, an activist? I haven't really looked into him. Okay. So if you guys know something, let me know. Why is there a funeral being held when there's still an investigation that's supposed to be carried out? Because there's more organs missing. It's giving me dismembership. It's giving me like emptying the body and giving like, you ever seen an empty shell before? Somebody could be a Cancer, Pisces. I was getting Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, I think Aries. Let me see what else. Virgo, of course. I was getting those signs in Capricorn. But there's going to be a Cancerian that knows some things. There's going to be audio. Oh, okay. So audio could get lit. Audio could get lit. There's going to be some fake news. I'm not, in the word of OD, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, there's going to be some fake news, of course, but you use your discernment to know which is which, right? But something's going to get lit. There is few people here that I feel like are legit. Okay. That is going to be investigating. These people, I would say to them to be careful. Okay, Spirit wants you to be careful. But I feel like ancestors are backing them up. It's giving me like ancestors are pushing certain people to be very strong and connect. It's almost like ancestors are connecting the energy of Nolan Wells to these people, to certain particular people. It can even be readers too, to get to the core of things so that the public knows. It's not to set you back at all. It's for people to be reunited. It's to get people reunited. I don't know. I feel cold as hell. Tell you what, I feel cold. I feel chills. I feel cold. Okay, it's for people to be reunited. This would be a time to stand up and be reunited. If you understand what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. All right, so I want to look into, does Nolan Wells' mom, Christine, I'm just say Christine, just Christine and Elmore, do they know more than what they're saying? Okay. All right. Somebody feels guilty here. They feel remorseful. Could be his mom. There's a guilt and remorsefulness here. So I'm hearing somebody like, what have I done? I don't know who this is yet. Okay. I heard them say, what have I done? What have I done? So it could be that knowing spirit is kind of like, I don't want to say taunting this person, maybe. I mean, is he dead? Is he dead? And I'm hearing his name, Nolan. 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 Somebody said the audio is out. What audio? Wait, the audio to him being unalived, or is it like an audio? Yeah, and I did get that audio is gonna be leaked. If the people that have, because okay, another thing I'm getting is that there's a officer, or there's a police officer that was called in or knew about this, allegedly, that's getting rid of evidence, or got rid of evidence, or got rid of evidence. There could have been some items that were burned too. Some things were burned to get rid of evidence before the body was even sent. There could be a young lady speaking out or saying something. I don't know who this young lady is, but she could have been there. I feel like there's male and female that were there. I don't know. I'm getting there were male and female there. There were more people that knew about what was going on than they're saying. And another confirmation I got today was that he died in the daytime, not night. There could have been rumors about him being seen at night. I feel like there's people trying to confuse people, or trying to create the analogy that he was still alive. Okay, thank you, Holy Spirit. So he passed in the daytime. Okay. And these so-called friends that were frenemies, somebody is like a son to a police officer, like a grandchild to a police officer, or like a sibling to a police officer. Um, they were partying, and there was fireworks after the passing of Nolan. These people were still partying and doing cocaine, allegedly doing cocaine and drinking. Um, because of okay, so thank you, Holy Spirit. All right. So someone's family member is a doctor, because somebody's using their network to get drugs, allegedly prescription drugs, or drugs. Period. All right. Oh, I'm cold. I'm cold as hell. I don't know what the heck. Mm 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 mm. Mm. And these people were partying. They were partying after he passed. You got to be cold blooded, desensitized like a mug, out of tune with reality, out of tune with your emotions, to be that cold blooded. My eye twitching. Why? Mhm. Have you guys watched the interview with the friend, the so-called Warren guy? I think that's somebody named another person named start with an L or L something. Not Elmore, but there's an EL in the name. Could be more than one person. There's an EL in the name. There's an EL. EL. That's significant. Somebody is definitely connected to a police officer for sure. Okay. That makes sense now. It makes a lot of sense. I am cold, guys. I feel cold as hell. A police officer also had to foresee something with the Coast Guard. I don't know if they all know each other. Maybe somebody sent a Coast Guard there. And some people that look into water and stuff like that. Divers and stuff like that. There's a spell here. Spell. What kind of spell? Let me see. Love, life, finances. What did I say? Let me turn on the light. Let me see. Oh, love, life, and finances be X'd and rest in an energy of lack. So be somebody to spell. Why would Nolan want you to throw a party? Who said that? Miss Bev. Why would Nolan want there to be a party when he went through a lot before he passed? He was brutally unalived. Nolan wants justice. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Nolan's passing is calling in ancestors. You haven't seen the storm? The ancestors are speaking through storms. Texas could be, somebody's from Texas, or Texas is significant. I don't know if it's one of them that's from Texas. Somebody's going to try and move one of these kids out of town. They're going to try and move this kid out of town. But what I was saying is that if you guys watch the Warren interview, look at him. I haven't seen it yet. I'm probably going to try. My spirit don't be wanting me to watch stuff like that. I don't know. I'm going to try. I don't like watching sinister or sadistic people. Sorry. I just don't care for them. But what was I gonna say? Watch him. Watch what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. Watch his gesture. And there could have been something one of those boys posted when he was unalived. Hint, hint. Now it could have been a picture of Nolan. And this was probably before it made news. Hint, hint. And that's a giveaway. I hope somebody took a picture of that. That's a dead giveaway. Say, see you soon, brother. See you soon, brother. See you soon, brother. See you soon. L. Somebody name start with an L. What is Eli? L something? I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Somebody, there's a mother here who did work. It said, love, life, and finances be X and rest in an energy of lack. I can't make this shit up. I cannot make it up. I cannot make it up, people. What was the question I asked? Okay. This is why you have to just trust your intuition here. Yeah, somebody's rich now. They're rich now because of this. Why is there a funeral? But anyway, Is there something Noli's mom that could be a Scorpio? Is there something Noli's mom, lover, know that she's not saying about her son's death? Holy Spirit, only enjoy. Hi in the morning. Somebody comes up very sweet and loving and nice. Parents. They come up very sweet. Like, hi. You know. I'm gonna leave that right there. Celebration. This is giving me celebration here with the cake. I won't be surprised if they do something for him on his birthday. Maybe the 9th or 19th. I don't know. 9 is significant though, like the number 9 or 1-9. Is that my baby? Yep, that's him. Hold on. Emotional manipulation. So she could be emotionally manipulating us. Like, but people thought I was kind of Virgo. Can't make this shit up. I cannot make this up to save my life. Because what do I have to gain? What do I have to gain in lying on parents? A lot of times, these parents be knowing shit. They don't want to. Yeah, whatever. All right, emotional manipulation. A Virgo is emotional manipulating people. Period. And I stand tenfold on that allegedly. All right. What is the mom not seeing? Holy Spirit. Game over. Ending completion. So the mom is not telling y'all what she knows about how he passed. Okay. And then you have role model. She's coming out as a role model now. She's coming out as a role model. The mom could belong to Signa Tef. What they be calling them sorority things again? His birthday is on the 19th. Warren body language. So it all. I'm trying to tell you. She could belong in Sigma, Theta, Delta, whatever they call the pledges of sorority. But y'all know how that goes, right? With this sorority stuff. She could have even been an Easter Star. Who knows? There go the LGBTQ. Somebody could belong to the part of the LGBTQ community. Somebody's a fraud. Look. Somebody could have taken something that belonged to Nolan, like his wallet. That's what I got with this fraud. Like his wallet. Maybe his wallet is missing, or Warren got his wallet allegedly. That's what I got. Somebody's making some purchase or could be making purchase with his, I keep getting his information, or with his some wallet. Wallet? Huh. But somebody's acting fraudulent here. Somebody's a fraud here. Pretending. Mm-hmm. One in the morning. Rolling to the storm. Yeah, snapped, unhinged. The person that unalived them was unhinged. Mentally unstable, 1331. Mentally unstable because they were on drugs. They were high on drugs, allegedly. because this person had insecure issues. This kid could be a part of an occultism. Okay. Also, another thing I'm getting here is spell work was done on these children. Oh. You said that can go? Spell work was done on these children. Now, I'm not excusing their behavior because of that, but spell work was done on them to be chaotic, to do unhinged stuff, to be unstable. If you know, you know. All right, because it's showing up here. I could clarify. You don't want to. Who's Bart? Who's Bart? I think it was Bart. I don't know who this was. Spell work was done though to cause somebody to snap here. Burying information, to get rid of evidence. On land, not in water. They threw his body in the water to throw us off. Something about a White House could be significant. Look at this. A coven, cult, group association. So this cult, someone from the cult or coven here could have done spell work to cause Jabba, please, to cause this, to create this person to snap. Somebody's in beta or whatever they call that thing. Yeah, somebody definitely was creating what you call it, was doing work. Definitely. And it caused somebody's mind to be unstable here, which led to somebody passing, right? And then digging dirt. Okay. Mind you, I'm asking what Nolan's mom knows and she's not saying. Oh, they kept saying, damn it, bat. I don't feel like it's just one person. Yeah. You're making a lot of noise and the baby's sleeping. What you mean? Yes. What happened? So is the bat, does he have a name that start with an E? Does his name start with an E? Does he have a name that start with an E? All right. Look at this. She knows he was drugged. Nolan wouldn't do drugs. I'm going to tell you why. He probably would drink alcohol a little bit though. But he wouldn't do drugs because he was trying to go to school. Hold on. He was trying to go to school. Okay. And when you play football, I think they drug test y'all. People that play football, they get drug tested. I've dated somebody in the NFL. They drug test them. Period. They would do a random or consistent drug testing during certain period of time. They drug test them. So it could be something where I'm guessing about I heard scholarship before I clicked on here. So it could be something with his scholarship that he would not try to jeopardize. But then he's hanging with children that do these things. And I feel like they probably knew he can't do those type of drugs. But this drug was put into his drink to sabotage that too. So that when they look into the toxicology, it would be like, oh, he was doing drugs? And he'd be like, oh yeah, you didn't know your kid like you thought you knew. Yeah. Another thing, thank you, Holy Spirit. Let me see if I can remember this stuff now. Hold on. Something was coming in. They're going to try to discredit whether it's Ben Crump or L. Sharpton or whoever is around known as mom. They're going to try to discredit them. Or they're going to try and leak some things out about them that is discredit, that will make people want to discredit them or whatever. That's a distraction. Okay. Right? They do test you. I'm telling you. So there was fair work done on the kids. Not only that, she knew they were going to drug him, or that she knew there was drug in his system, or she knew that he was drugged because they probably found that out. But Nolan did not do the drugs on his own free will. They put it in his cup or in his bottle, whatever he was drinking. He had a few drinks, you know. They did that to throw him off. What does Nolan mom know, Christine Wonsley, that she's not saying? Poison keep coming out. Poison keep coming out. You know another thing I got to, like, I'm telling you right now. There's something Nolan knows about his mom. And I think I said it the first reading. If you haven't watched the first reading, go watch it. I think this is like part 4 right now. Like 4th video I'm doing of Nolan. There's something Nolan found out about his mom. But anyway. Jabbar, don't do that. Love in the morning. Somebody is playing victim, sorrow, grief, but they're playing victim. Crying. But they know more than what they're saying. A Virgo Gemini. Attachment, toxic cords, negativity, karmic energies, bad habits. So it could be that kid that's playing victim role, acting like, oh, I don't know what. It's a kid that have their hair is like this long. Their hair is like up to their neck area or something like that, or up to the shoulders. It's like not that long, you know, but it's long enough to come to the neck area. So you guys know what I'm talking about when I say that. That is going to play like they don't know what happened or how it happened, or they were not aware or whatever. You know what I mean? The collective, they were involving themselves in like toxic habits. To me, toxic habits is like taking drugs, partying. You know what I mean? Kids are gonna be kids, you know. Some are unhinged and some are not. But toxic cords, he was attached to certain people that he shouldn't be attached to or connected to here. You want me to call Tyler? No. Okay. So go sit down. You finish your popcorn? Bitch. Excuse my French. A union. So Sarah. There's somebody named Sarah, or they might have S initial. That's a very common name. Or something about the name Sarah is significant here. Yeah. Sarah. Okay. Hold on. Nolan was surrounded by people that were karmics. They were karmics. He was not supposed to be around these people. Libra. Libra could have been karmic. Something about a union with a Libra. And to me, also, um, the mom knows about this judge and what they do, and everybody know everybody. It could have been a small something about ocean. Could be significant. Ocean Springs or Ocean Springs, Ocean Springs, Ocean. Something about Ocean. But I don't feel like I'm everywhere, but things are coming in. So I'm just like, doing it. Excuse me, go sit down. I'm just saying whatever I pick up. Um, the mom knows about this judge, or she knows about what this judge is capable of doing, or she's aware of what they do in this occult, or what they do, these people do, or certain demographic does, or these people do. She know that these friends were toxic for Nolan. She knows this. She knows this collective, this group of friends were toxic. Why would you let him go with them if you knew that they were toxic? Okay. What I just said, judge. There she go. The system. That's legal system. She said, because Libra to me is like the justice system, right? It's like the judge, justice system, the law enforcement, et cetera, right? It's this couple, this stepmom and her husband, she knows what they're into. She knows how the justice system is. She knows what they do in there. There's something Nolan mom knows that was done before in the past too that I'm kind of picking up on. That is people did in the past. It could be another case. It could be more than one case. If you from Mississippi, you know what I'm talking about. Because only people from Mississippi will know what I'm talking about here. From that area in particular, will know what the heck I'm talking about. There's been things that happen like this that's involving this judge and her husband, or involve. Hold on. All right. Where was I? Yeah, she knows about this couple. There's something that happened in the past, and all they do is play victim. She knows she's very aware of these people's sinister behaviors, or these people's sadistic behaviors, and you still allow your child. Something just ain't sitting right with me. I'm sorry. Whether she looks innocent, she knows how these people make their money. That they have to do certain negative things here, or these people like to attach themselves to certain people to gain something here, to gain money, financial abundance, um, fortune. Maybe they have to sacrifice certain people to gain this. Something about leeching, karmic soul ties. But I'm getting leeching or leech or hanging. Um, isn't that leeching though? Hanging and burning them? No, I can't remember what leeching is. Is it like allegedly trigger warning? Is it like hanging and burning? I keep getting that. Is it like hanging and burning? Hanging and burning. Hanging and burning. Okay. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know. Yeah. She also knows that this couple or these people are fraud. Okay. She knows that these people are fraud. Or there's some type of fraud. Somebody got his belongings. And it could be that I'm getting his belongings are spread. It's spread. So I don't know if like different people have his belongings or sit down. Where's your tablet? Where's your tablet? Papa. Where's your tablet so you can watch your dinosaur? No. Huh? I didn't say yes or no. I just said where's your tablet? Okay, there's some type of fraudulent. Somebody could even try to act like Nolan Wells. It's giving me destiny swapping. Somebody committed fraud here. But because why these people are not convicted? Nobody's arrested yet. Why are we partying? There's an Esther that's upset. Or somebody's upset. Like, why are we partying? Where's the convictions? Nobody has been convicted of nothing. But you're partying? Okay. All right. Let me everybody calm down. Calm down. All right. Yeah, he knows that she knows that somebody does a lot. Somebody have like an excessive behavior. Somebody has like an excessive behavior, or they do things excessively. They do things excessively. It could be drugs. Okay. Woo! I just saw Destiny Faith. Destiny swapping. Somebody does eat drug. Is this attached to another car? What card is behind this? Copycat. Somebody wanted to be him so bad. They want to be him so bad. Okay. Because they wanted. Got it. Something had to be done for Warren. Is it Warren? There is a spell that they had to do for Warren. There's a spell. Something is being done. I'm getting initiation. Damn. My baby's woke. Initiation. Initiation. I'm coming, Papa. He's like letting me know, like, come get me. There's a lot of gossip, lies, gossiping. Cancer. They could be saying something that a cancer is saying is trash, it's lies. He or she's telling lie. Which is sister? Somebody might have a sister here. A sister could be lying, or somebody here is lying. Trying to steal his destiny, trying to steal what belongs to him. Somebody stole his money. Somebody took his money here. Didn't I say that earlier? She knows somebody took his money. She's knowledgeable of this. Somebody wanted his knowledge, so that's why they took his brain. Hold on. Get out. You go in the room. Go in the room. I don't want to see y'all here. No. You can cry all you want. show you the camera, man. I don't really want to show you the camera. I really don't. Okay, later. Lay in mama arms. Okay, make sure you didn't boo-boo. Make sure you're all right. No, because you don't know how to act. No, thank you, no. Go sit down. Go in the room. Tyler, come get your bride, please. In the morning, going to the sun. Do what I can for my people. And it's gonna feel good. That's why I'm gonna stand there, take my people with me. Go with time. Go get your tablet. Okay. Yes. Yes. He's crying? I am shocked. Because he usually want to come in your room. I am baffled and shocked. What's this? Okay, so somebody could be coming off as a cool guy. Yeah, somebody took his belongings. They stole from him. There could have been a girl that told on this guy, or there could have been a girl that said something, but somebody could be making something up too at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Like somebody could be like, "Oh, a girl told me that he got his belongings," or a girl told me. It could be. There's some things here that I'm kind of seeing that like lies or made up stories to defeat somebody or to make somebody look a certain way. You know what I mean? To make the person look cool, like a cool guy. So be mindful. Hi. Hi, handsome. Yes, you are. Look at you. Yeah. All right. But she's knowledgeable. Yeah, he could have a scholarship or something, or he's supposed to go to college. They could have wanted him in another college, or they could have wanted him in another college, in a college school. I don't know if it's a Mississippi University or a college, a university, or I think college and university are two different things. I think, right? Could have been a college or university, but they wanted him there. He was supposed to start soon, and it was getting a scholarship. It's supposed to be getting a scholarship, and I think they interview. Don't they make you like write essay for those scholarships and stuff like that? There could have been something he was studying for, or he could have studied to get a scholarship, or he could have been studying, or he could have been. I don't know if he was writing a letter to get a scholarship here. I think you have to write a letter if you want to go to a particular school. When I went, I didn't have to do that, but some places make you write a letter, something about writing a letter or essay to telling them why you want to come to this school. But I feel like he was already picked. He was already picked. Something about a coach is weird. I don't know what coach this is. I don't know if it's like high school coach. They wanted to steal his knowledge. Something about this Warren kid has been initiated or some type of initiation. So you guys let me know what you guys found out about what I'm saying that is confirming it. I cannot make this up, bro. Like, I can't. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Look at the card that came out after I said this. Ritual. Being initiated into an occult being initiated into something. Hey, Maribu, being initiated. He's been exposed to. He's been exposed to a demonic act. He's been exposed to some type of entity. He's been exposed to some type of occultism. He's been exposed to something here that's sinister. Period. Yes, he is. I'm telling you. Some people are just, I pray that when you get older, that God give you the spirit of discernment to know what type of friend to have around you and what type of friend not to have around you. You and your brothers. I pray you guys grow up and you guys are protected from those type of things, because my God, we can't even. It's like we can't even live life. Like kids can't even live and enjoy their life. That's crazy. Yeah, he's been exposed to some type of occult, some type of demon, some type of entity. Or he could have even seen someone's demon. I think I said that in the last reading. Yeah. He could have seen a face of a demon come out of this boy. Some type of work was done on this kid. Something was attached to this kid. Something was attached to this kid. Whoever this kid born is, and maybe that's why I don't care to watch his interview. I don't care to really. The mama knows these things. It's because I'm still at the question of what does the mom know that she's not telling us? She's not telling the public. Is the demon attached to this kid because there was an initiation done? He's supposed to be the one they give the torch to carry out something here. Destiny swap to steal this boy's spiritual inheritance. It could even be some inheritance he's going to gain from this for doing this work. But I feel like he was not alone in this act either. He was not alone in this act. There were other people involved. Don't think Warren is the only one, allegedly. There were other people involved. Yes, Papa. Yes, my comes. Yes. Yeah. Let's pray for our children. Let's just pray for our kids that they are surrounded with people with good intentions. Okay? People that won't cause them no harm. Cause I be praying, girl. I be praying. If someone might try to say he's going somewhere, I be praying. And let's pray for our children now. I even pray for children. That especially with all this stuff happening, I've been praying for these kids. Like, let God give them the spirit of discernment. Let them have that gut feeling and be like, I don't think I'm gonna go out today. And if you notice, it's more and more children, it's more and more young adults being set up by their own friends to be unalived. That's happening too. And it's the same race too, not just the other race, but the same race as well, being set up for their friends to be unalived as well, allegedly. You know what I mean? Yes. You just want me to carry you, child. You just want me to carry you. Well, there you are. Okay. There you are. Lay on mommy's lap. Sometimes it's race and sometimes it's your own people. Your own kind. Your own kind that they will use to set you up. Rejection, abandonment, desertion, left behind. There was a girl that could have left. There was a girl that could have left them behind. Or maybe she wished she didn't leave him behind. I don't know. There could have been a girl there that. Or is this a lie again? Because some of them are lies, some of them are truth. So I don't know, child. A Sagittarius girl. All right. Capricorn. Child. Now, look at this. To level up. They wanted to level up in life. This is what this initiation was for. Illusions. Illusions. Somebody playing trick or treat with kids, doing work on kids. Look at this. With their spirit team, binding spells, binding finances, love, spiritual, energetic work was being done. Did I say that? Didn't I say that on these children? I said that, didn't I? The cards are confirming what I said. The cards are actually confirming what I said. Yeah, something about weather change is happening here. I said it took his brain. Because why would y'all take his brain? Somebody's embezzling money here. Uh, Somebody here is embezzling money, and this person might feel guilt and remorse and regret here. Somebody's a politician. This person is a politician. This is someone in the politics. Yeah, and it's a woman. It's a woman. Or this person is connected to politics. All right, let me ask something else. Now, I'm gonna ask this question. I'm already an hour in. I need to just ask and just keep it moving. Because if she knows all these things, if she knows, okay, this boy is unhinged, if she knows, okay, they're going to pass the torch to this kid, if she knows, oh, these kids are karmic, or these kids, they do drugs, allegedly, and these kids are not stable, they come from a family of doing drugs, or whatever the case might be, or they come from a family of fraudulent acts, or they come from a family of embezzlement, or they come from a family that just don't give a F about certain people to get ahead in life. Why would you send your kids to the wolves and being aware and then playing it cool like, oh, I don't know. Why are you feeling guilt or remorse? Think about it. Why is she feeling guilt or remorse? I mean, you might feel guilt or remorse like, damn, I wish I want them not to go. But at the same time, in this state of being, you're doing some things that's kind of weird. You're throwing a party. Then on top of that, you're doing a funeral. Aren't y'all supposed to be investigating? Why? Because I gave you guys a whole bunch of money. Now y'all don't have to investigate. Like, it's give me Kaniki Jenkins. But anyway, let me keep going. All right. So Nolan, was your mother there? Thank you, by the way, Nolan. Thank you, God. Thank you, Yeshua, for allowing me to even dive into this so that you can get justice. That's the only reason I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for nothing else. I'm doing this to uncover some things that can help, with your transition. I feel like this is part of justice as well. Just like all the good intentional readers that are doing this so that you will get justice. Okay, there's going to be some intuitive people that's going to talk about this. That's going to be on point. I'm also saying that. The mom is getting a lot of donations, guys. Tax-free donations. Like I'm talking about like buku money. Okay, buku. Anyway, was Nolan mother Christine Wonsley? Was she present in what's it called? Is it Longhorn or Horn Island? Was she? I'm not even gonna say the name of the place. Was she present when you were being unalived? Was she present when you were being unalived? Nolan, speak. Was she present when you were being unalived? Speak to my heart. Come into my heart. Lord Jesus, come in to stay. Come in today. Come into my heart. Lord Jesus. The mom could have been going through something with financially. There was a struggle financially. Now, I don't know if the struggle has to do with his burial or his funeral money or money to get autopsy done, money to. I think somebody said they did have a GoFundMe because I think I talked about donations and somebody said they did have a GoFundMe. Okay, got it. Because it's showing up here. There's scarcity of money. There was a lack and somebody was struggling financially. Okay. Somebody's life has changed for the better. They're leveling up now. This could be an innocent level up. Let's just try and benefit of a doubt. This could be an innocent. All of a sudden, I'm getting all this money. You know, let's just see. You know, only the truth shall prevail. Only the truth. Victim. All right. I be trying to give people chances. I be trying to give people chances, boy. Look at this. Illusionist playing her part. Playing what? Illusionist next to a freaking victim. I mean, I could clarify. If y'all want me to clarify, I'll clarify illusionist and I will clarify. I sure will. If y'all want me to, I sure will clarify. I'll clarify. Look at this exposure bear reveal. She saw some things. It could be. It could be. Okay. She said some things that was done to him. So for you to see certain things that were done to him, you have to be present, right? Right? He didn't have no shirt on. Work. She saw work being done on him. She saw work being done on him. Perform. So I wonder if they have like a, I don't know, man, choo choo, choo choo, something that looks like a train station or um something's. I think I said something like that. I think the first reading I was talking about like occultism or satanism or something like that on that beach or something like. I can't really remember my readings, child. But she started doing a spell work. She's also creating an illusion here. She's playing a part to the people. You know what I mean? But let's just keep going. Coming up as a role model. She could have been a role model at her school or wherever she went to school. Wherever maybe I don't know. Maybe she was a cheerleader or something like that. She's very smart. Noni's mom is very smart, very intellectual. Because she is ruled by Mercury. Lover. So, lover, is it you and your lover that were there? What's going on? You and your lover? Let me clarify. I want to clarify something with that. I lover card. What about the lover card? Give me a clarification. Only the truth shall prevail. Only the truth. A second husband, I'm getting the second husband. This Sigma thing keep coming out. Sigma. Somebody's in Aries here that she dealt with in the past. Is this Norman's real father? Is this Nolan's real father that's coming up here? Huh. I don't know. Something's giving me like Nolan's real father. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm kind of getting that. It's like one person was a player. Maybe somebody played the field, or somebody was a player, and the other person is not really. Look at that. LGBTQ. It's something about the LGBTQ community that's significant to this reading. I don't know how yet. I think I said it before that somebody could have had what you call it. Somebody could have been struggling with the identity of who they are. Something about LGBTQ could be significant in some way. I don't know why that keep coming up. Somebody's a liar. The mama is a liar. Because what did that ask? Was the mom there? Another thing I want to ask is because she was aware who these people are. She was aware there was initiation, there was work being done, spiritual work. She's aware of what these people do, what this family are capable of. Now, these people could be like Rothschild, where they have dinners and they wear the goat head or they wear the ram head and they perform ritual. And that dinner is not just a dinner, you're eating people's part. You're drinking people's blood, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? You're doing sinister, sadistic things to blend in, right? It could be something like that that she knows about, and she could even be a part of this coven. Because once you're in Sigma, Fata, whatever they call it, Delta, Figma, here, whatever you'll be calling it, all them things, you already know. I don't have to go too deep into that. They have to haze you to initiate you, basically. They have to humiliate you to initiate you. And some people, Black Dark Angel Michael, some people end up being unalived. Okay. Look, she knows. So somebody's gay here or they're struggling with their sexuality. She knows this. She knows this. She knows somebody is part of, or maybe the lover is part of an LGBTQ because he said lover. He said lover. Somebody might have a lover that's an LGBTQ. And she knows this. Mm. Some type of technology could have been something could have been embraced with it with the phone. Something with his about his phone. Something about his phone. Okay. Some type of evidence on his phone. Oh, siblings. Hold on. Let me go put this baby down. Because now I have a question. I have a question. I want to know. There's something she knows about her lover. The lover could be okay. So spirit is showing me the emperor in reverse. So someone that's not a good dad. Bitch. Hold on. Mm-mm. Hold on. Oh, I gotta hurry up. I gotta hurry up. I gotta hurry up. Now that he's sleeping, I gotta hurry up. So, do y'all know the question I'm gonna ask, right? Something was erased from the phone. Okay, something about a phone or something about a recording of a device. Something could even be found out on the computer. But unhinged behavior, somebody's behavior, and the siblings might know. The siblings know. There's something the siblings know about their stepdaddy that they're not saying. But let me. So what I want to ask is, I think we all need to. Okay, you already know what I'm about to ask. I'm gonna ask it in my head. I'm gonna ask it in my head first. I'm just something saying right with that. Something saying right with that, baby. The lovers, and then they go masculine energy, Taurus energy, deception, trickster. Let me see now. Let me see. Hold on now. Hold on. Give me a sec. As a stepfather. Damn, this card won't even let me. Let me shuffle you, Chad. Like this, like somebody can't wait for me to call this out. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards here. That's a lot of cards. Jesus. There go the lover again. The lover again. Okay. The lover. The lover. Exposure. Bear. Reveal. So did Elmore expose himself? Allegedly now. Because that's what I asked. You know what I asked. You guys know what I asked. Has he sexually done something? You know, that somebody's aware of, or somebody saw, or normally saw, or somebody saw, you know, or is into something. Okay. Hold on now. Hold on. Let me put this down. I'm gonna ask what was, because he's naked. Oh, I didn't even realize that. He's naked. Okay. He's naked. This sorority thing keep coming out. Somebody come off like a cool guy. Like they're cool. They It's something in their contract. Ooh wee. It's something in their contract involving a contract, a commitment here that have been pledged, signed, sealed, delivered, right? That this Virgo knows. Okay, that's how somebody makes money. But signed, delivered, that they have to do in the occultism, kind of like Freemason. You know, when I tell you guys, like in Freemason, you have to sleep with little boys allegedly, or you have to sleep with a male here allegedly, to be a part of something that's also part of an initiation. That's a contract, right? It's part of an initiation. And I think I asked, I don't know what it's sign. It could be a Taurus, because Taurus energy kept coming out. Taurus and Aries, it go hand in hand. I'm gonna also ask, did Nolan, did he see his stepfather in some type of act that was inappropriate? Hold on. Okay. But anyway, let's see. Chaos magic. Pisces. Capricorn. Work. Something he does for work. Parents. Spell work. So they're involved in some type of spell work here that have to do with chaos magic. So is this chaos magic? Is it to distract the masses here? Um, is it to distract people? Something about what the stepdad do for work, or how the stepdad make money, how somebody makes money, what somebody do to make money. Guarded. There could be protection on that. Look at this binding spell again with a cool guy. Comes off cool guy. Somebody, hold on. Somebody have a high spiritual ranking too in this occult. They have a high spiritual ranking. Yeah, in this occultism, they have a high spiritual ranking. Somebody did a binding spell to somebody here. They bind their finances, their love, their spiritual awakening, and did energy work too. So you know what I'm getting to? Like, they do work to take other people's life. I don't mean to say life, but that came out. I meant to say they do work to take other people's luck. I'm getting shape shifting too, but they do work to get other people's opportunities, other people's blessings, um, other people's opportunities, and destiny swapping. Destiny swapping. They do work to gain what somebody else is supposed to have in their lifetime, and they do work to gain it. They do work to gain it. It reminds me of Jay-Z, kind of like when he wants to be creative, then he wants to embody. It reminds me of the celebrities, right? Like Kim Kardashian trying to embody Marilyn Monroe, right? And then Jay-Z trying to embody is his name Basket, Gene Basket, the artist or whatever. And then, that's what they do. They embody those energies, like Michael Jackson energy with Drake. You know what I'm saying? They buy this celebrities that have passed ornaments, or they buy their belongings and they do ritualistic things with them, trying to embody those energies. You get what I'm saying? Trying to embody their creativity, their wealth, their blessings, their energy, life force, their fortune. That's what this reminds me of. That's what somebody does for work. Okay. They're under a contract. Is Elmore's You know what I want to ask though? Somebody's sick or they have some type of infectious disease. But I wanted to ask, dang, I just forgot. I wanted to ask something. Damn, there was something I was going to ask that was very important. Okay. I wanted to ask, did Nolan witness something with his parents that caused his passing? That's what I was going to ask. Yes, I was going to ask that. Did Nolan witness something about his stepfather and his mom before he passed? Is that what caused him to pass? Holy Spirit, God, is that what caused him to pass? Did they witness something he wasn't supposed to see, know about his mom and stepdad? You know, I want to kind of ask if his real father was unalived. I don't know why I want to ask that, but I want to kind of. What does make me want to ask that? Did he witness something with the stepdad and pretensions, fake false person, pretender, and disingenuous? Look at this, having an orgy, doing a threesome. Having an orgy, doing a threesome. Third party. All right, let's see here. This could be a gossip too about. People could be gossiping about this because it's small town. Something about everybody know everybody there. Oh, I just saw something. Holy Spirit, he saw something. What did Norman see? Somebody's a narcissistic person. Okay, somebody's cheating here, or there's some type of cheating going on here. Or narcissistic person. So somebody was dating other people while in a relationship. Okay. Nolan found out that they were part of an occult. That through this occultism is how they make their money, their fortune. But there's things they have to do in their occultism to gain access to this fortune because they have a contract, a binding contract. They are binded to an occult, or they are binded to an entity where they have to do some type of immoral things to gain access to what. It's kind of like going to the devil and saying, I want to be rich, I want to be wealthy, I want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? I want to have the success of Michael Jackson, or I want to have a success like a celebrity. I want to be well known. I want to become a politician. I want to, you know what I'm saying? And the devil's like, okay, but you know what to do. I need souls for you to have that. I need you to do some sinister things. I need you to cause trauma on these kids, or I need you to you know what I'm saying, do something you never do. You know what I mean? Like perform an act that you usually wouldn't do. That's the only way you're gonna get this money, because it's part of an occultism. Somebody's a thief, or or a scam artist. I don't know. Anybody know what the stepdad do for work? I'm just curious. Anybody know? He saw something. He walked in on something. And whatever he walked in on was demonic. Hell, he could have even seen an altar that was demonic. Hell, he could have seen a dungeon. He could have seen the secret hideaway, or the secret, something secretive that he wasn't supposed to see. He could have found out, oh my God, they are part of an occultism. They are part of a demonic occult. Okay. They are part of a demonic, a caution, warning, danger. He walked in on something he wasn't supposed to walk in on. I'm going to just say it like that. He walked in on something he wasn't supposed to. Let me clear this devil, this demonic, this thing real quick. Clarify the demonic, nefarious, diabolic.
Incoming call.
I'm going to call
Incoming
you.
call.
I'm going to call you back. I'm going to call you back. Okay. Clarify the demonic, Holy Spirit. What? Nefarious, diabolical, bondage card. Was somebody tied down? What was this? Was somebody tied down? Some type of secrets being leaked or exposed here with the demon. Somebody was doing work. Somebody was doing work. This is what somebody does at work or does for work. They do work. Spiritual work. It's also giving necromancy. A Capricorn or Earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Somebody's into
Incoming
work.
call.
I'm going to call you
Incoming
back.
call.
You know, when I see the Ace of Wands, I think about phallic, right? It's giving me sexual act. It's giving me sexual act. Not just that. It's giving me sexual act. And it's giving me this person does this for work, or this person does this to gain money. Somebody's into some dark stuff. Somebody's into some dark stuff. And there was no way he could have escaped or there was no way he could have escaped something here. There's some type of secret here that's going to be exposed. Somebody's into some sinister stuff. This is giving me the devil card. You know, the devil card talks about binding. It also talks about toxicity, right? It also talks about bad habits, drugs, alcohol addictions, bad habits, right? It also talks about domestic violence, right? Depending on what card goes with what. This is the devil card. And phallic is there. And then when you look at this judgment, it's like somebody exposing themselves to a child or something. Allegedly. This is what I'm seeing here. Okay. Threesome. But it's an exposure to I'm gonna just come out and ask. I'm gonna just go ahead and ask the question. Are kids involved in this with the devil card? Are there kids involved with the devil card? Holy Spirit. Are there kids involved? You could even be talking about sacrifice too, right? Having to sacrifice always. Are there kids involved? Ten of Swords here. The Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups here. Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. What you think that mean for those of you that read? One, someone is into esoteric. Okay. They're into spiritual work. Okay. But with the Page of Pentacles, and I just saw the Knight of Swords as well in reverse. The Knight of Swords is in reverse. The Knight of Wands. So there's somebody younger here dealing with an older male. A whole bunch of younger people that's in their 20s. Or they could be younger than that because the Page of Wands is here. Look at this. The Page of Wands is in reverse with the World card in reverse. Somebody's into some demonic things, and it has to do with children or it has to do with young people. That's what I'm getting from here. Now, it's giving me sexuality because LGBTQ kept coming out. Whatever that is, LGBTQ kept coming out. It's giving me sexuality here. Okay, it's giving me sexuality. It's even talking to me about it could be siblings, or it could be what you call it, different young people. Different young people. He walked into something he ain't supposed to see. Yeah, the tower happened because of this. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. Somebody was unable to sleep or rest because of this, because he found this out. The tower happened. He didn't know that these people, Elmore, whatever his name is, allegedly is involved in some, I'm hearing criminal act. Allegedly. I'm getting criminal act. It's giving me like trafficking too. Like trafficking. Allegedly. Look at this. Eight of Swords. Sacrificing. To make money. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. That's how the parents make money. By sacrificing certain people here. Kids. Young children. Allegedly. 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 Hold on. No, it needs to be connected to, what's this called again? Fisher.
Power off.
That's crazy. My music stopped. That's crazy.
Power on. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
That's crazy. Two of Wands.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
That's crazy. Why did my music stop? Yeah. Sacrificing little kids. Little kids.
Send professional invoices and get paid faster. All with the QuickBooks.
There's a Queen of Cups here that knows this, or they're all in the same. Yeah. Sacrificing young kids. This is what these people do. Damn. Could have found some things out. I don't know if you found out through rumor. Look, he's walking into danger. Because I'm like, what does he do for work? What does his stepdad do for work? Does he work in a corporate office? And you know who they like to sacrifice to? People who are sure of themselves, who have confidence about themselves. You know, they have zest for life. They are full of energy. They are full of life. You know, they're very creative and they have great ideas. They love to use children who are like that. And you know what, too? They will give these children a whole bunch of things. You know, like what remind me of like Candyman? Is it Candyman? Where he will give the kids candy. It's reminding me of that, like feeding the kids everything that they want or everything that they like or whatever, you know. But they have a plan to like do something to that child. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of victims. Or there's these people crazy. This I don't even think I want to go any further. Yeah, they drug them with something. They could put something in food. Um, you know what it remind me of? Like, you know, it remind me of like the old pricks that would give kids Benadryl. You know what I mean? Like Benadryl, Claritin, allergy pills, so that they'll be drowsy and stuff, and they won't be aware of what's going on with them. It's giving me that kind of vibe. Sadistic, sinister. Somebody probably got drugs, or they. Once you're part of an occultism, right? They do energy work. Yep. Once you're part of an occultism, there's no limit to what you can do to gain access to certain things. They take either missing kids or like kids that feel that's going through traumas, or kids that's like isolated from their parents or their biological parents or whatever the case might be here, all around the world or all around the states or whatever. Look at this. And they do work with them. Shocking, isn't it? Shocking. Because they want what they got. They want the zest of that kid. They want what that child has. Innocence of, you know, children have innocence. A lot of them do. So they take everything from that child. The child loses everything. Somebody's LGBTQ. I ain't gonna lie. They do what they do. And this could have been something he was aware of or he found out about. He found out about it. What's this? Illusionist. Somebody tricking kids to do something here, or making the kids think like he trying to help them do something here, but really he's trying to get them to do what he wants them to do in order for him to level up. And this could be a gossip that certain people know about. It could be certain people in the group in town. Involving drugs, promiscuous looking young kids. That's why you gotta be. You gotta make sure your kid, you know, even if your kids is fully clothing. These idiots still gonna do what they want to do. It don't even matter at this point. Yeah, that's what occultism does. That's what they do. That's what they do. Yeah. They do something to like attract the kids to come to them or something like that here. Pretentious people. I wonder if they have like non-profit. You see my music keeps stopping, right? I must be hitting someone the nail. Because why my music keeps stopping? Yeah, spying on these children, doing candle works on them. There go the Taurus. Spying on these children, this couple. Look at them. Virgo, Taurus. Look at the. I'm gonna show you all. Look at the cards that's coming out. Stalking them, watching them, stalking and watching these children. I'm sorry if they go to like schools and stuff. Coming as a role model. Telling these kids, I'm gonna give you some money. Coming as a role model to these children. Isn't somebody a nurse? Isn't somebody a nurse? I wonder if they're getting them through that way. Because they're part of an occultism that requires them to bring in children. It could be something even being done to these kids that's immoral, unethical. But I'm not going to go too deep on that. I'm going to leave that alone. And they siphon them. I don't know, I'm getting through sexual acts though. I'm getting something about sexual act or something like that. Allegedly. But they siphon. It reminds me of like Diddy Party where all these adults are there and then there's a kid there. You know, you're wondering why are there kids there at an adult party?
Did you know the Bible can be watched, not just read?
I'm just, listen, I gotta call a spade a spade. So these people are already immoral people. Look at them. They're afraid. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? They're all cahoots with each other. They're all working together. Somebody's afraid of them people finding out. They're all in cahoots, black and white. Why did I say black and white? Ooh, oops. Oops, I did it again. I break your heart. They're all in cahoots. They're playing the same field. They all in this together. But we thinking here like, oh, I feel sorry for the parents. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All because of a spiritual ranking. Somebody wants to climb the top. They want to become a master mason or a master. Master. Taking kids that are optimistic in life, creativity. They think good about themselves. You know what I mean? They fraud here. Yeah, wanting what they got. Intelligence, creativity, imagination. Yeah. So this had. All right. I think what justice is Nolan going to get though? I'm gonna leave it there. What justice is he going to get? Yeah. See, I just saw Taurus and exposure again. Somebody's scared. What justice is Nolan going to get? Hey y'all. There go the justice card. Came out. What justice is he going to get? He could have found out something sinister about his parents, that his parents, his stepdad, them are doing. And because of that, he had to go. Because his mom was aware that he was hanging out with this buffoonery that do drugs. And then they did work to manipulate what was going to happen to make sure that it happens. These people are under contract to make sure it happens. They're under contract. They pledge to something. What justice is he going to get here? And these people are protected. Not with the ancestors rising up. I don't see that. Taurus, a role model, coming up as a role model. Corruption, bribe, coercion. I'm not even asking about that. And it's like maybe somebody's going to get caught up in their corruption here. Committing fraud, embezzlement. I think I saw embezzlement before. Yeah, impersonating somebody else. Scammer. Okay. Well, let's see here. So somebody might get found out here that they're doing something with children that they're not supposed to be doing with children. Okay, something about lollipop. Something attractive that could attract kids. I'm getting lollipop. I don't know, I'm getting child pornography, allegedly. This children trying to run and avoid and escape, but they get caught. Somebody might come out and say something about this too. Somebody was trying to run. Yeah, somebody here trying to run away from what they've been doing, embezzlement and robbery, larceny. They're gonna find out somebody's a thief, basically. Stealing destiny of children, stealing what belongs to these people. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I wonder if they have a non-profit for children, or is somebody works around children, or they're able to reach children in some way. Or are they acting like the ice cream truck men, where they go around with the ice cream truck? It reminds me of that clown movie, It. I've not even watched it before, but it's giving me like It. Because somebody don't want to be poor. Which I know that's not the ice cream truck song, but it's giving me that. It's giving me that. Trying to steal their light. So something's going to be found out for sure, like how somebody's making money. Yeah, these children are victim of something here. I don't know. I'm getting sexual act, violent, allegedly. So I feel like the souls of these children are crying for help here. Damn, that's how somebody make money. They make money through children, but they're siphoning something from these kids. They're taking something from these children. Whew. I keep getting lollipop. Look, kids. Oh, I cannot make this up, man. It's light beings, children. I feel like God is going to expose something here. Somebody here is using their intuition to know what they're doing. Look, stealing their gifts. And then somebody here could be feeling guilt about that or feeling remorseful. They take these young children and this couple, but you know what? Game over. Ended. Something's going to come to an abrupt end with that. They're gonna be found out. I'm coming. Can do magic. Somebody comes like they love children. They loving. Oh my gosh, children, I love them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love children. I love kids. They're all in cahoots. Somebody has connection to children, or they work with children, or they are involved. You can't come here. What you need? They are involved with children some way, somehow, where it's an easy grab. And they're doing work on these kids. Allegedly. They're doing something they're supposed to be doing with their children. When your child start acting different, like you see them being sad a lot. You see them having attitude out of nowhere, like anger, like rage. Or you see them being isolated to themselves, don't want to be friends with nobody, don't want to talk to. Something is being done to that child. You need to go get them examined. They're not bubbly like they usually are. Their charisma is gone, or they're not themselves. They're not like they used to be. Something has been taken away from them, whether it's essay, whether it's siphoning, or something has been taken away from these children. Period. So this is deeper than Nolan is just exposing all of this, but it's deeper. The rabbit hole continues because somebody has lack. They don't have creativity. They lack creativity. They lack coming up with their own ideas. They have to use children. They have to use the innocent. Somebody is working with the extraterrestrial or entity or CERN or whatever they call that thing. Is delving into the occult. I'm even seeing grooming. Could be even like grooming children here. Grooming, yeah. Aries, Taurus here. Somebody in the justice system is also included here. A judge or a lawyer or whoever. Or a police officer. They're part of the same team. They just act like they're not. Allegedly unhinged behavior. Unstable. Taurus. There goes Taurus. Pretentious people acting like they have unconditional love for these children, but they don't. They don't. Because it's pretentious and disingenuous and fake and false. They don't. And they don't. Something's going to definitely get exposed about this because I just saw exposure. It's going to get exposed what they're doing with these kids. Whatever they're doing with these kids, what's in the dark going to come to the light. It's going to sound crazy right now to people find out. They're going to be like, oh my God, Cindy. Yeah, I know. And this is the thing, right? To be honest, this is not the kind of stuff I want to be right about. But this is what's going on. This is what's going on. This has been going on for a long, long time. Even ancestry has been going on for a long time. Ancestry. Yeah, they give them Benadryl or lollipop. Put some Benadryl on that sucker, or get them juice. Put some Benadryl on that thing, or drug them in some type of allegedly. Can even be poison. Poison. Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes these kids question if they are gay or straight. They don't even know what they are because somebody has violated them. Jesus Christ. And there's gossips. Somebody here impersonating somebody here. What to be able to do this? I don't know. Maybe somebody have a whole bunch of IDs, a whole bunch of social security cards. Maybe somebody dress up, cross dresser. You know, look at this, children, trickster, fraud. Pretentious, superficial, braggett. It's crazy, man. Narcissistic, covert narcissistic person here that's doing this. Boy, this card, this deck right here, too real. Like this deck right here is too real. Too real. They belong in alpha, data, whatever they call that bull crap. Beta, delta, occult. But God said they're gonna get caught. God is going to intervene. God is going to intervene. The source is going to intervene. They're not gonna get away with this. A Virgo could be a narcissistic person. They're doing the devil's work. That's what I heard. They're doing the devil's work for him. They're doing the devil's work for him. Ye karabo shetere kinder hashandaria kaya. Nikandaria siya. What was that, God? I don't know what God just did. Okay. I felt that one. I couldn't even control that. That's how God works. Yeah. Because God loves little kids. And any of you tampering with God's children, you're going to have to pay. He's going to get justice, though. But the justice might come in a different way. Ni kandaria si rafa tana shata rasha lamaya tana. Well, I gotta go. God gonna be doing this. I gotta go. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. But thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Ooh wee. I gotta go. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Remember to give yourself some grace. Point to yourself. Point to yourself. I have to go. All right. Point to yourself. Give yourself some grace. Show yourself some love. Whew. Pray for your children. Pray that your children are covered by the blood of the Lamb. They are covered by God. Pray for your children. That's the best way I could put it. Pray for your kids to have discernment. If they're grown kids, pray for them to have the discernment to know when to leave a situation before it gets crazy. To leave a situation before the devil arrives. To use their discernment and intuition. And when they get the nudges, to hear those nudges. But not only that, for them to be protected, highly, highly protected. Where every time, where every time, oh, I could feel God, I feel God's presence. I gotta go. Where it's like every time something like that is about to happen, let the angels remove them from those situations. Okay? Let the angels of God remove them from those situations so that they're not caught up in those situations and they could be free. Because once God tells the devil he cannot touch certain kids, devil cannot touch certain kids because they are covered. Yi kandaria sindaria bushetere hendera haya. Ye sandaria bushetere kedera hashandaria. Rafa. Effort. I gotta go. Yeah. But that's all I'm gonna say. I gotta go. All right, yeah. Good night.